Hi, collective. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully, everybody's good. Living the dream. Okay. I'm going to post that secondary reading after this one. Well, at the same time. I don't know if you can do that. I'm new booty. So, yeah. Let's get into this, man. Let's get this shit popping. To the divine, please make me a clear and concise channel for the collective of star seeds. Seeking self, seeking betterment, seeking knowledge, seeking to shine their light. To the angelic guidance, to the ancestral guidance, please help us to focus on the messages that need to be understood, heard. Please and thank you. Hello, we knocking. Let's get this shit popping. Oh man. Madness. So, one of them stayed down. Alright. Perspective. I fucking love that one, man. It's like one of my biggest things is perspective, bro. Like, people don't realize, like, that's the key. Like, if you are going through some shitty stuff and you want to, you know, deviate from the misery of the situation, change your perspective. Find the beauty in it. Find the innocence in the people involved. It's just one of those things, man. Perspective is a motherfucker. And so few people are willing to deviate from the view that they have on a situation, and it's like I said, it's the key. I mean, that's exactly what finding the beauty in the situation, or trying to find the deeper message or the deeper meaning in the situation is changing that perspective. You know, I mean, even when it comes to like bereavement, like death, like losing people, like change that perspective, man. Like, if you can see it from a different light, you can find out where you can shine. So yeah. And the little, not code, but like the words that are underneath perspective, is none of this matters. Zoom out and common ground, which, you know, zoom out, find the method, find the reasoning, you know, find the lesson, find the beauty. I mean, it's always there. And if you can change your perspective and manage to thrive in unhealthy situations, everything's a positive. Everything's a positive at that point. I got two of them that fell out. The top one is see the other person's point of view. Avalokitesvara. I'm so bad at like these Hindi names. Yeah, I'm gonna show you the card. Easy peasy card. But yeah. I mean, that's literally like, you know, like I said, finding the innocence in the people involved, finding their place in the situation. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still going for this one. This deck. Uh, just finding that, you know, that common ground, that reasoning, that purpose, that yeah, just find the beauty, man. It's there. Trust me, it's there. The other one is flow of prosperity. It's Lakshmi. Another Hindi goddess. Oh. I mean, flow of prosperity. It's really like I said, in my mind, that's finding the beauty in the situation, finding the abundance. Yeah, that's pretty much what that one is for me. Um, let's see. Please, Holy Spirit, what is the message? It's getting a little better, my card handling. I use both hands. Sorry, I'm too far in to start this video over. Y'all gonna love me or you're not. You know what I mean? Unapologetically you. And that's really how people should be. Yes, I may be offensive, but I earned these stripes, bro. I earned them. My mom actually used to tell me all the time, because I have a terrible mouth. I'm not really, I literally have friends that are nuns, and I'm like, yeah, this motherfucker. And they're just like, you see him. But like, my mom used to tell me all the time, now, Toe, no man wants a girl that cusses like a sailor. And I was always like, no man wants me then. Sure. But you know what? It served me very well because, like I said, I've worked for very male-dominated fields for the last, like, decade or so. And, if you can make an old-school steel fabricator cat motherfucking blush, like, you know, that's a hell of a feat. Oh, my goodness. Come on, please, Holy Spirit, I'm focused. Please, what is the message? Please and thank you. Too many and none of them flipped over. So I'm not going to take them. Oh, one of them flipped over. I was putting them back. That's what's up. You know what? I'm going to read from the guidebook on this one because I don't remember if I've read from this one or not. But so it's, sorry. You see that? It's I'm sorry, defenselessness, righting past wrongs, and uprooting. So of course this dumbass would go to dig through the book. I just don't think I've read on this one. At least not during a video. And to my recollection, I don't think I've read it for myself personally. So I'm very curious. Not feeling so curious all of a sudden. If I had like really cool shit to say like while I'm digging, you know, I mean, that would probably be awesome. But believe it or not, I'm pretty boring. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't do nothing except for this. I already earned all these stripes. I already gained all this knowledge, so I don't want to do shit right now. I just love my baby, a little crazy baby, little Hulk. He actually made me cry today. Like, literally, like, he's such a bully. He's so angry, like, all the time. I'm like, bro, like, what's wrong with you? How did you get born all angry? Like, I don't know. I just felt some type of way today. Oh, hell no. I went through the whole fucking book and didn't find it. Maybe I shouldn't be talking while I'm doing this. I don't even know. I thought I knew where it was. I thought it was in the back. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. Come on, Holy Spirit, please help me out. Help me, help me. God damn it. Oh, I find it. Oh, by the way, too, I mean, I got people that are watching these videos. If you're digging it, or if you're like one of the people that are watching it regularly, you think maybe you could like it, subscribe to it, Let's get this shit popping, bro. That's an energetic exchange. Maybe it'll help, extend what's being pulled, what's being thought about, what's being focused on. But the guidebook states, I'm sorry, defenselessness, riding past wrongs, uprooting. We're living in divisive times. Okay, I have read this one. We're living in divisive times. When we're hurt and triggered, we tend to see things as personal attack rather than an opportunity for healing. If we're to find true peace and unity, we need to drop our defenses and see things outside of right and wrong. As souls, we intrinsically remember unity and yearn for it here on earth. Perhaps this is why it feels so painful when we experience the opposite. But it's crucial to remember that we can't simply bypass reality and pretend that unity, love, and forgiveness are here. This is one of the greatest challenges for starseeds. To bring about unity, we must first acknowledge the ways in which both we and the world have been divisive, personally, ancestrally, collectively. The shadows, hate, wounds, separations, severings, wrongs, and sadness. You may be called to explore how you, or your ancestors, or society have consciously or unconsciously inflicted pain upon others. To find a way to drop the armor around your heart and see things as they truly are for all people. To say I'm sorry with an open heart and mean it. To be part of the healing rather than the perpetuation of inherited conflict or oppression. This isn't about blame. It's about unwinding the pattern that got us here. You may be called to devote your time to causes you believe in or do healing work on your ancestral line. Starseed soul inquiry is, how are you being called to drop your defenses and unwind past wrongs? I said it before, one of the biggest attributes, not just attributes, but I guess really goals as starseeds, is to remain, just beyond self-aware. You know, understand yourself, and if you fuck up, dude, be like, bro, I fucked up. It's not somebody else's fault. I mean, there are situations in life where it is somebody else's fault, but the choices and the actions that you take post somebody else's wrongdoing or infraction, it all matters. You know what I mean? Like, the way you come at a situation after somebody else's creation of it, it's all your choice. It's all about being not just self-aware, but highly accountable. You know, yeah, I mean, that's really the reality of it. Um, I'm gonna just keep going with the Starseed Oracle right now. I was gonna pull the Ascended Masters, but I'm not, because I read from the book and I dug for 10 minutes, it seemed like. um, but yeah. Ooh, goodness. I had a single one fall far. The other ones, there was like a lump of them. And it's empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. And as starseeds, most of us are highly empathic. And it's another thing I've talked about. It's those situations where you've got those people in your life that are negative, are fishing for compliments because they feel some type of way about themselves. You absorb that. If you are forced in situations to deal with people like that, you can't alleviate yourself from those experiences. Cleanse your energy centers. Make sure you're conscious as to what's yours and what's not. Sometimes you deal with people and then you go home and you're just like shot out. You're exhausted and you're upset and you're miserable. And the reality of it is you're not in a bad mood. You're not, in a bad place. But all of a sudden, you get these feelings of like, ugh, or just like I said, misery. And it's because it's not yours, man. It's somebody else's baggage. Be highly, highly aware of the fact that as empaths, some people are attracted to our light because they know that we're going to absorb that and transmute that energy. we're going to take it off their shoulders. Or beings of unconditional love, to where we say, oh, no, that's not the case. This, and that, It's just, it's, God, I've got mosquitoes out here. I sound like itching. um, it's, you have to be aware, just be highly aware. And especially as you become more and more woke, your light shines brighter. And one of the biggest dangers as empaths are narcissists, because, like I said, we absorb, we take that misery, we take that energy onto ourselves, and that's part of a narcissist's gig, is like getting rid of their guilt. And it's a thing. It's truly a thing. I'm going to read from the book on this one, just because I've never read it. Energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Empathic starseeds are here to shift the world through their physical presence alone. They don't need to do anything beyond being here, thanks to the energetic change their physical presence causes. Due to their highly sensitive nature, empathic starseeds can struggle with being on Earth and in a physical body. Many are prone to addiction and depression, or tend to mistake other people's feelings and moods for their own. Natural introverts, they tend to prefer spending time alone or in small groups. Crowds can be overwhelming for them. If this card appears, consider lightening the load energetically. Don't put yourself under such pressure to go out into the world. Be gentle with yourself. Allow extra time and care to recover energetically if you're feeling pressured to keep up a certain pace. Instead, put on the brakes and treat yourself like a precious baby. Do whatever you can to take the pressures of the world off of your plate. Switch off to switch back on. In today's world, it's normal to feel that we should be doing more, but perhaps being present in our life is enough. This could be a phase you're going through, or simply how you're being called to live your life. If your work involves giving to others, right now you're being called to keep something for yourself. You don't need to transmute it all. It's okay to look after your own growth and healing before feeling you should offer it to the world. Indeed, it is necessary if you want to continue to do so sustainably. The inquiry on this is, how can you take better care of yourself energetically? Like I said, make sure those energy centers are being cleansed and you're conscious as to what's really fucking yours. Like I said, you don't have to do anything. You could be one of those people that take public transportation on the way to work in the morning, or on way home at night, and the conversations around you, the people that you associate with. Be aware, because some people, their whole gig is dumping that energy on somebody else, having somebody else lighten their load. And your presence alone does that. And that's why some very negative people can be very attracted to your energy. Some people don't even have to fucking talk to you to know that your signature is gonna co-sign for them, basically, like literally, like, beware of the relationships that you encounter, that you allow into your life. Beware of the people that you interact with. And like I said, there's situations where you can't help it, but if that's the case, make sure you're taking those spiritual baths. Make sure you're cleansing your centers, cleansing your homes, because that energy, even if you just center yourself and ground out, that energy has to go somewhere. So really be very, very aware of that. One of the cards in this deck is double mission. Some of us have more than a double mission. Some of us are like full spectrum, empathic, unconditional loving, like literally, like we do it all. We're activators. We do it all. Some people are so profoundly beautiful and needed. But it takes a lot. It does. It really does sometimes. So be aware of that. I had two. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. And I think that one pretty much speaks for itself. Like, as starseeds, we always feel like we don't fit, or we feel this strange sense of homesickness no matter where we are, or as children growing up, even as adults, we don't really fit. And that causes resistance or even outright hatred